Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking time while waiting for the rest to tune in. I'm really very excited today to share with you. Let's meet in Engadin St Moritz. We'll share with you the insights. I would like to tell you who's your host today, other than me, myself, Dominic Oy. And we have, I'm tuning in from Singapore, live telecast, and then we would have our three other hosts, which is Karin. She will be telecasting in Switzerland in St Moritz. And we have Roberta, and she will be in Hotel Kulm and Kronenhof. And then we have Daniel, and with Corvatsch. He would be also in this area later on to telecast. Now, I would like to share with you how would you want to get to Engadin and St Moritz. Now, from our region in Southeast Asia, because today we have people from Philippines, Thailand, in Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, or even Vietnam. Now, we have international flights that fly into Zurich, as well as Geneva. And there you are able to, of course, commute by using the coach, but I would highly recommend that you take the train, because today I would like to share with you some little secret. So now, actually, we have the most perfect network with the Swiss travel system if you travel by train. And can you tell me, do you want to know what's the secret I'm going to share with you? If you would like to know, please, can you type in or pin in thumbs up or okay or yes to me in the comment? Very good. Thank you, Nikki. Yes. Okay, now, do you know, now my next question to you is, do you know how many UNESCO World Heritage Sites we have in Switzerland? Just make a wild guess. Do any one of you know how many? We have Jackie 5, Vivian 200. Okay, now let me tell you the correct answer. Well, the correct answer, we have 13 in Switzerland. 9 are cultural sites and 3 are natural sites. And do you know that with Swiss travel system, you travel by train with Swiss travel pass if you purchase. So you all know we have this amazing Swiss travel pass. And you are able to travel by train to visit the UNESCO World Heritage site using our train system. Isn't it amazing? This is one of the secrets. Now, the second secret is, if you take our train, you're able to reach the highest alpine rail route. Do you know that? I'm very sure that some of you have been on our train and did reach some high mountains in Switzerland. Now, the third secret is that I would like to share with you that with the rail route, by taking the train, you're able to reach from glacier to palm trees. Isn't it so amazing? Now, I would like to hand over more in depth about Engadin St Moritz, how to get there. And Karin, she would explain to you exactly how to get there from Zurich and telling you more in depth. Please stay tuned, don't leave, because we have a lot of amazing things to share with you. Over to you, Karin.
Thank you very much, Dominic, and very welcome from my side as well. Welcome to Switzerland, welcome to St. Moritz and the Engadin Valley. We are very happy to have you all here and to give you some updates, some news from the region. And yeah, I like to start, first of all, to show you where we are. So this is a map from Switzerland. And as Dominic explained before, there's a really good train connections in Switzerland. And if you fly into Zurich main airport, you have the direct connection by train to Chur. And there you can change the train to come up to St. Moritz. And we do recommend really to take the train because it's such a very great experience. As she said, it's a UNESCO World Heritage train ride, and you have such a good time to make a networking during that period, or to start with a meeting in a smaller group in that meeting train, as you see here. Afterwards, when I give up to Daniel, he will tell you more about the train rides in our region. But before now, I explain you to come from Zurich to St. Moritz within these train options. Of course, we do also have a small airport over there, really small one. You can fly in via private jets or charter flights. We do also work together with transportation companies, of course, so a lot of different possibilities to come up. Before I start with more details, I like to show you some impressions from the summertime. So as you can see, some pictures and videos from the landscape, it's really a wonderful area also in the summer and in the winter time. And St. Moritz on this slide will show you some pictures from this vibrant alpine destination, which is really well known as a luxury destination with a lot of wonderful 5-star hotels and gourmet restaurants, but as well St. Moritz has a long history in sports with the Olympic Games and the Winter Games. So there is a lot to see in that wonderful village over there. When it comes to sport activities, as you have seen in the video, we do offer a lot of different possibilities also for event groups and incentive groups. It's all about outdoor sports, from hiking to biking over to wakeboarding, sailing on the lake, as well to windsurfing. So we do offer the water sport as well as the alpine sports, of course. So there's a lot to experience. When it comes to team activities as well, there are a lot of different options. In the middle, you see this charming alpine hut where we do produce the traditional Swiss cheese, also during team workshops. So that means you can book this area to make a nice team activity event during the afternoon or having a nice lunch out there. So there are a lot of different possibilities, as I said. What do we also offer is really special. We have the goat and trekking yoga, the goat yoga and trekking with the goats. We do offer that for teams as well and smaller groups. This is also really a special activity, which your delegates will, of course, remember. When it comes to business, we do offer outdoor meetings as well in this office caravan. They launched this product last summer during the Corona times. It's really, a nice alternative to stay outdoors, to have a great workshop or a brainstorming session in the forest or at the lake, wherever you like to. And all the material and stuff is in this office caravan, which you can rent for a day or a week, whatever you need. We do also offer the convention and event center for bigger groups, for banqueting or theater style. It's in the maximum is 500 people in the main room. So there's a lot of different options as well. They do also have smaller rooms for breakout session or the foyer space for exhibitions. So the whole infrastructure for business events as well for incentive events is over there. The next pictures I want to show you is to inform you about the Laudinella Hotel. They newly renovated the whole rooms and meeting rooms, and they are now reopening for MICE groups as well as seminar and incentive groups. The next location, really also a very new one, is called the Gigas by Waldhaus Hills. This is a new event location, also in the forest, really nice one for about 40 people to rent. They serve typical Swiss food like fondue, raclette, or the grill meat. So this is also a very nice atmosphere and a new alternative for incentive groups. And if you want to learn more, I'm happy to send you afterwards my details and an email with all this information. And now I like to hand over to my colleague Daniel. He's waiting for us on top of Diavolezza. And I just have to change the slides to start the new presentation. Daniel.
Good afternoon and welcome here on Diavolezza. I'm very happy to be with you today. Thank you, Dominic, for letting me participate. So yes, I'm just waiting for the presentation of Karin sharing it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm representing, that's Diavolezza where I'm at the moment, and I will take you out to this view after a short presentation. So first of all, I want to, like you see in the top of the picture, I'm representing officially 3 mountains, Corvatsch, Diavolezza, and Lacal. But today I just want to focus on Diavolezza and Corvatsch. You can see here. So we are the Fairy Tale Mountains. And yes, we are offering mountain experience 365 days a year. So doesn't matter what time of the year you are coming here to the Engadin, we can always serve you with a mountain experience, either on Diavolezza or on Corvatsch. So just to show you a little map, you can see at the bottom of this map, you can see St Moritz centralized in the middle. And then you have the 2 mountains of Corvatsch and Diavolezza, like Corvatsch on the right and Diavolezza on the left-hand side. So yes, so first I want to start with Corvatsch, and we'll tell you a bit about it. So Corvatsch is the highest reachable mountain in eastern Switzerland. You get up to 3,303 meters, so it's really high. And the nice thing there is you have on one hand side, in the back, you have the Pit Bernina, the only 4,000 meter peak of the Eastern Alps. And on the other side, you have a wonderful view over the lakes of the Engadin Valley. And you can see the peaks from the Mont Blanc all the way to the Austrian Alps. So you have a really nice 360-degree view. So then last October we had a very we had a premiere, a worldwide premiere. We have a whiskey distillery on top of the mountain, and I want to show you a video now.
Nimm dir Zeit und genieße die Magie des Corvatsch. Entdecke die neue Seele des Berges. Whisky. Gebrannt auf 3.303 Meter über Meer. Gereift im Inneren des Corvatsch. Orma. Die höchstgelegene Whisky-Destillerie der Welt.
Perfect. So the whiskey distillery, as I said, is the highest whiskey distillery in the world. It's called Orma, what means soul in Romansh, the language here in the valley. And you can see here 2 pictures of it. The whiskey distillery, for once, for incentive tours, you can book like a tour through the distillery with some tasting as well. And then you can also add on a wonderful lunch with the tastes of the whiskey in the different courses as well. So that can be a full whiskey experience up on 3,300 meters. So then I want to come to the next very special location. It's the cowshed, and it is called the cowshed because it's actually a cowshed. So that's also why you can only book it in winter, because at the moment there are cows there. So yeah, we cannot rent it out in summer. And in the winter time, we serve there any kind of food. So it depends on your request. When you want to rent the whole cowshed, you can decide what kind of menu you have. On one hand side, you can have the Swiss specialties, but on the other side, we also do their very high quality, like 4 to 6 course dinners. So there's a wide range of possibilities up there. And I mean, who else can tell to have had a gourmet dinner in a cowshed? So yeah, let's then go to the next location. And this is our next mountain, that is Diavolezza, where I am at the moment. Diavolezza, it's wonderful viewing mountain. You have this wonderful view onto the glacier pass, and you can see the Palu and the Piz Bernina. Then what is very special on Diavolezza, we have snow all year round. So yeah, you can touch the snow. Your groups can touch the snow. What doesn't matter what day of the year they are coming here, so they can enjoy the snow, taking some pictures. And yes, so far so good. Then next year we will have a totally renovated VR cinema on top of the mountain. It's the highest VR cinema in the world. And the cool thing is, so even if it's not the perfect weather, you can enjoy a wonderful flight over the mountains, and you can turn around and you can see everything in a very, it feels really real. And yes, so there is always a nice flight with the helicopter or ski down our mountains. And yeah, it's a very special experience. Then for us, it's very important to educate the people about our glaciers, because they are in constant change and we don't know how long we will have them. So we need to take care of them, and we want to give the people a knowledge about them and how important they are for us as human beings. So we have 2 very nice attractions. On one we opened today, it's the Glacier Experience Trail. You can see here, you get it's like a small hike of 1.5 hours. So, and if you come with a group, we can even get you a guide who will explain you even more about this, and will take care of you during this 1.5 hours. Then for the less sporty groups, we have in the bottom station, we have our VR Glacier Experience. It's it's again virtual reality, but it's like an interactive exhibition, so they can learn a lot about our surroundings and how we can take care of them, and how to and how they changed in the last 150 years and how they will change in the next 100. So yes, then I will come back to our meeting facilities. We have 2 meeting facilities here on Diavolezza. On the left side, you can see our Stübli, we call it. It's our multifunctional room. You can have like small meetings with up to 20 people, or you can have also theater seating with up to 50. And then you have on the right-hand side, you have our new modern meeting room. You can even do hybrid meetings or conventions in there, because we are very well equipped down there, so there's no problem also to do like hybrid events from there. Then if you come up, I mean, how to put into your the Diavolezza in your incentive itinerary. You can have lunch at the Diavolezza just as a mountain excursion, and that's some menu suggestions, but we are also open to serve you with different menus. Then one very special thing that maybe not everyone knows, that we are offering that. We have this special offer for groups, incentive groups or meeting groups, to have an early dinner at Diavolezza as well. This one is very well combinable, for example, also with a ride on the Bernina Express. I will explain you later. So that means you come up with the last gondola to the mountain. So that means there won't be any other tourists. There will only be a few people who are staying for the night at Diavolezza. But yeah, so there will be a very special atmosphere with very special light. And so, yeah, that's something your clients will never forget. And then if you want to top it up, you can even have some special events at Diavolezza in the night. So we give you private cable car rides. I mean, you can even top it up with a stay for the night. We have, for smaller groups, we have 10 double rooms, so that's also possible to sleep up on the mountain. But the best thing is a nice event up there. So now to how to reach us. This is again the Swiss map. You can see there on the right-hand side, there is written Diavolezza and St Moritz and Tirano, because exactly that is the route of the Bernina Express. The Bernina line is a World Heritage line. Yeah, one of the World Heritage lines of Switzerland. And so it's very well combinable, the Diavolezza with the Bernina, with a ride on the Bernina Express, either from St Moritz to Tirano or from Tirano to St Moritz. You can always do one way with your coach. We have a huge parking lot also at the Diavolezza. So yeah, there is many possibilities how you can reach us and how you can combine us. So there you will see my details now. If you have any question, reach out to me. I will help you with the planning and get you in touch with the right people. Karin, can you forward one? Yeah. So there is my details. And then now from September 1st, we will also have our sales representative for Southeast Asia, Patrick Mischer. He will be based in Thailand. So also, if you have any questions, you can reach out to him. He will be available for you all the time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to welcome you on Diavolezza. And now I will take you out here on the mountain. Hello, everybody. So now this is the real view. Like I said, I'm here in the Stübli, and you can see, even if it's some windows, you have a wonderful view already from in here. This is the Stübli. Here you can have also your presentations, your meetings, but we can also have an exclusive room for your group for lunch or dinner. Now I'm going over to our panoramic restaurant. Here in our panoramic restaurant, we have these huge windows, so that gives you always the view. And here we have a capacity of up to 250 people. So we have a wide range of possibilities. And now I told you I will bring you out to the view. Here we go. Now we are here getting to the view. It's fantastic. Today we have bluebird skies and wonderful weather. and you see the glaciers still there. So this is Diavolezza, and I want to now forward you to Roberta, to the Hotel Kronenhof, and I'm looking forward to see you here on Diavolezza. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Roberta. I'm going to share my screen, just 1 second. One second. I don't know why. One second. I don't have the access to where I have to click. I cannot click on the button up on the left side because there's these other.
You can try clicking on the bottom right. There is a full screen. You go move your mouse right to the bottom right. There is one full screen over there.
Yeah, but I can. It's here behind. I cannot click on it because I have this other screen in front suddenly. 1 second. I'm very sorry, just 1 second, please.
You try F5 if you have it on your keyboard.
Yes. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, got it.
Because it was behind the screen.
No
Beautiful. As we mentioned before, I'm responsible for 2 hotels, the Kulm Hotel in St Moritz and the Grand Hotel Kronenhof in Pontresina, which is just a few 10 minutes by car away from each other. And I'm actually now sitting in the Grand Hotel Kronenhof in Pontresina. Both hotels are seasonal hotels, so they are open in winter and in summer. And I will start with the Kulm Hotel to begin with. As you can see, it is divided in 3 parts, so it's also perfectly to be used, for example, for a buyout or for a buyout of just one part of the hotel. On this side, for example, you can also, you would have, for example, a separate entrance if you would buy out this part of the hotel. We are situated in front of the lake St Moritz that you can see here. And actually, the hotel opened in 1858 and is also located on 1,858 meters. Sorry, 1,856 meters, and opened in 1856. Sorry, and there actually was a bet that brought the winter tourism to St Moritz. It was Johannes Badrut that you could just see on the video in the beginning. He basically made a bet with English guests and told them, if you should come to St Moritz in winter because the weather is very beautiful, as you could also see. It's always very nice, and you should try. And the English people, of course, who always have bad weather in winter with a lot of rain and sometimes even a bit of snow as well and cold temperatures, they were not believing him, and they said, we don't believe you, we don't think that the weather will be so nice. So he told them, please come, and we will, if you don't like it, I will pay for you. So they finally came in December, and they stayed until April. So this is actually also how winter tourism started in St Moritz, because before it was only known as a summer destination. Regarding our rooms, we have 164 rooms. All the rooms are having a twin option, or are also having connecting or interconnecting options. So very good also for groups if they are, for example, also traveling with families sometimes, or if friends like to be next to each other. On the video, you can see also the view from the rooms. There you can see the entire lake of St. Moritz that you did not see before. All our rooms have been refurbished, or most of our rooms have been refurbished recently. And in the rooms, there's always this pine wood, which is a wood that is growing here starting from 1,500 meters onwards. So it's a local wood, and when you come in the room, you really smell it. And it says also that you can sleep, you sleep better in the night if you smell this pine. Regarding our restaurant options, we have a lot of different options, especially in winter. We have up to 7 restaurants, and in summer we have 4 restaurants, which are open because winter is still our high season. We can also always use them as a separate, you can book it for your own, or for example, here at the Kulm Country Club, you could also reserve just one part of the restaurant for a smaller group. And in winter, as you see, you have the ice skating rink in front. So it's also very nice. Sometimes maybe you want to do a small activity and train a little bit the ice skating. So you can use it for free in our hotel. Otherwise, there's also the option in winter, of course, to do ice skating on the lake of St. Moritz, because this will be completely frozen in winter. So the restaurants we have is basically the Bott restaurant, which is a very typical Swiss restaurant. We have a Peruvian restaurant from Claudia Canessa, which is also very famous for different varieties of cocktails. We have our pizzeria, which does not only serve pizza, but also other Italian dishes, and is very rustical. In summer, there's also a nice terrace outside. We have our Grand Restaurant, which is a half-board restaurant where we serve breakfast and dinner. And we do have the Cesa al Park, which is also basically on the other side next to this building. And as you can see, in summer, there's a green grass here, and in winter, there's the ice skating rink. And here we serve also Swiss dishes. Another highlight that we have is our Michelin star chef, Mauro Colagreco. He is an Argentinian chef who comes only in winter. He has a 3-star Michelin restaurant in Menton at the Côte d'Azur. And he opened his restaurant last year with us in December. And after just 1 month, he got his first Michelin star. And he will come back this winter again. We are already very proud to have him with us again. Regarding our meeting facilities, of course, we do have various meeting facilities in the hotel. We do have the biggest ballroom in St. Moritz, which can where you can host up to 350 people. Then we do have a smaller ballroom that you can see here on this picture. And we have, of course, some different boardrooms. One of the boardrooms is, for example, the one you can see down, which just has a similar layout as all the other boardrooms that we have. We do have a florist in-house, so if you need special flowers, for example, for certain events, we can always arrange them up to your wishes. We do, of course, have also a spa, which has 2,000 square meters, and as you can see down on the left, we also have a small outdoor pool, which is open in summer and in winter, and is always heated, of course. And it's very lovely because you can go outside and you can have the view over the lake of St. Moritz and the mountains on the other side. Then, of course, gym, very important for some people, and different treatment rooms. Coming now to the Grand Hotel Kronenhof in Pontresina, which, as I said before, is just a few minutes away from the Kulm Hotel. Maybe for you to understand a bit the difference, basically the clientele changes a little bit because, of course, the other hotel is located in St. Moritz, which is very famous for being very fancy. And a lot of people go there also since generations, and they all know each other because they see each other every winter, for example, in this hotel. And it is all a bit more chic, whereas the Grand Hotel Kronenhof is also a 5-star superior property, but Pontresina itself is more a typical Swiss village, where you have really the authentic lifestyle of Switzerland, and it's not so international as St. Moritz. We do have these nice yoga platforms that you can see here, that in summer you can do also some yoga courses. So sometimes for meetings, it's nice to do that maybe in the morning when the sun is rising, and afterwards start, for example, a meeting or go for an excursion. We just renovated the property during the public areas of the property between the winter and the last summer season. So since this year, we have this beautiful new lobby with these bluish colors and very light colors. And also the reception area has been renovated completely, and the chimney room, which is just attached, which you can see here on this side. So the colors are much lighter, because before it was really in a neo-Baroque red style, and now it's really different. Regarding the rooms, it is similar to the Kulm Hotel. We have a few less rooms, only 112, but also here there's a lot of options to have twin rooms or connecting or interconnecting rooms. So I think always very important to say, also here most of the rooms have been refurbished. There's different types of rooms and suites here. Some of them are, for example, located more on in the Bella Vista floor, which is a floor which is closer to the spa, and where maybe sometimes if you travel with kids or dogs, it is easier for you to go out because you have a direct access to go outside. And then there's other rooms and suites which are on higher floors and which have been just refurbished recently. I will just show you a bit the video, and then afterwards, in the end of the presentation, I will also show you how the view from the rooms is here in Pontresina. For the moment, for example, we are quite well booked, because now I'm sitting in a non-renovated room, because all the refurbished rooms are already gone. Regarding the restaurant options, also here we have various restaurants, a bit less than in the Kulm Hotel. On the big picture, you can see the restaurant, which is the half-board restaurant, which we use for breakfast and dinner, and which is also the salon where during New Year's Eve, there's the New Year's Eve party. On the left side, you can see on the top, this was the living room at the time of the family Gredig, who were the owners of the first part of the hotel in 1848, and which is now used as a small private room where you can hold meetings or candlelight dinner, or depending on what your need is. In between here, this is our Kronenhof, which is our gourmet restaurant of the hotel, where we serve the canard à la presse, so the pressed duck, which is the main dish of the restaurant. And we do also have a small bowling in the hotel, which is connected with a small restaurant where we serve raclette or fondue. And you can rent it, for example, for a small group up to 20 to 30 people, depending on the COVID restrictions. At the moment, there are none. So the moment we can put a few more people inside, but it's very nice because they can have the typical Swiss evening and also have some fun and play some bowling in between. And we do it in the separate room because, of course, the cheese fondue or the raclette has a very intensive smell, so it's better to be a bit apart and not in another restaurant. Also, something new on the right side, you can see our summer lounge, which has just been created this year, which is here downstairs. I will show it to you in a minute. And you have an amazing view over the surrounding mountains. And on the left side, you can see how it is in winter. In winter, it is all full of ice and snow, and there's an ice skating rink. And here, you see my mouse, right? You can see the spa area. In this hotel, there's no outside pool, but a big spa as well with 2,000 square meters, which I will show you in a second. Another part that has been renovated of the hotel recently is our new bar, which has now these bluish reddish colors, as you can see on the left side completely. It has also a small terrace on the left, which you cannot see in the picture. And on the right side there, we have the Fuma, which has also been renovated recently, because here in Switzerland, it's very popular to have a Fuma in the hotel, because people like to, in the winter, it's very cold, so they like to be inside to smoke maybe a cigar or even a cigarette. Regarding our event facilities, we have also here various kind of event facilities. On the downstairs, you can see, for example, the restaurant again in an event layout. On the right side, you see our boardroom, which has just been refurbished also a few years ago during one of the seasons, and is very new, but it's a bit smaller in size, so we can only fit 12 people. Here you see our Salon Bleu, which is adjoining to our to this salon here on the left side. And you can combine it, for example, do first an aperitif on the one side and then maybe the dinner somewhere else, or you can do a meeting depending on what your needs are. As I mentioned before, the spa area, now you see it from the other side, has 2,000 square meters as well, and it's a perfect place to relax in between maybe meetings or excursions or similar things. Just for you to give you a brief overview again of both hotels. For the Kulm Hotel St Moritz, another thing that is maybe important to say is that we do offer ski tickets at 45 francs per day and a free shuttle service to the ski lifts in winter. And in summer, you can we can arrange we have an all-you-can-play golf offer, because we do have a golf course just nearby. It's something I would like to add. And for the Grand Hotel Kronenhof, I would also like to add that we have a wine cellar in the hotel, which is normally we place all our things there that we don't know where to put, basically. But if you want to do a special event, you can also rent our wine cellar, which is still with all original pieces, and you can have an aperitif or even the dinner there. And here as well in winter, you have the ski tickets for 45 francs per day and a free shuttle service to the mountains that Daniel mentioned before. My contact details, in case you want to scan it, and then I will quickly show you the surrounding area. So I will bring you with me. You can see me, right? So this is the view you have. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.
Hi, Roberta. There was one question somebody was asking here in the chat, asking whether are all the rooms having the mountain views?
Most of the rooms, not all, but generally a mountain view they all have, because on both sides there's mountains. So you will always see a mountain for sure, because we are here in Pontresina, you are surrounded by mountains. But yeah, so basically you have, it's just a few rooms go to the side of where the street is, but then behind you also have a mountain. So the mountain you will for sure always see.
Okay, thank you. So I'll open the floor to some Q&A in the chat. So for those of you who have some questions, please feel free now to type in and pin your questions so that we could answer them shortly if you have any questions. We have one, is the room rates cheaper during the summer? By Edwin Kwai.
Yes, it is a little bit cheaper than in winter, because winter is still our high season, especially during New Year's Eve and Christmas.
Okay, and then
But then it always depends, of course, a little bit of how the holiday season is. But generally, you can say that a little bit cheaper than, but not a huge difference.
okay,
And I
then,
saw also a question if
Mhm.
it's 18 golf, 18 hole, it's a 9-hole golf course at the Kulm Hotel.
okay, you can also ask questions as well, all of you, for Karin or Daniel or myself. Feel free to pin it. Let me take over the screen for a while because I have something to share with you. Don't go away. So let me see. Oops. Just let me check. Is there any more questions? Okay, if there's no more questions, I would like to share with you. Now, we are conducting our second virtual Switzerland travel experience for Southeast Asia. And the date would be, we are conducting this from 7 to 9 of September. And you are more than happy to register now. You can click on the QR code. And when you click on the QR, do take out your handphone now and scan this QR code and do register now because it's so exciting. You'll be meeting all our Swiss partners doing this one-to-one session. It's really unfortunately because we are not able to travel to your market, but we will still want to be in touch with you to see you FaceTime virtually. So please now take out your phone. Don't hide your phone. Take it out and scan this QR code and start registering now. Let me check whether it's...
Dominic,
Yes?
can I jump in quickly because
Sure.
I forgot to mention? Yes, also my colleague Patrick will also join the virtual Swiss travel experience. So you can also meet him there to have closer contact.
That's great. So I have seen Jackie Lau. Thank you very much. You did register. So I hope the rest of you, please do click on the QR code, take out your handphone, register. You still have time. If not, if you missed this, Vivian Lin, thank you. You have registered. Those who have registered, you can please pin your reply in there so that I know. Thank you very much for your support. I see Leonara, you have also registered. Thank you so much. My director, Batis, has also placed in you can also click on the link that he has pinned in at the trade corner to also register. Either ways, you can click the QR code or in the link. Now, if you miss this, don't worry, just write to me and I'll share the link with you. For this, I shall end our session. I thank you so much for your time and do stay tuned. We would have another session really soon. I'll keep in touch with you. It will get more exciting and more exciting, I promise you. And till then, do take care and I see you soon.
See you soon and thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I will leave this slide for a while so that for some of you could click on the QR code to register.